PK in the universe. Recently, when I was on Twitter, I had somebody tag me. It was the Ice Pirate, a fellow YouTuber and Twitter personality. I'd say he's on Twitter probably more he is on YouTube nowadays, which maybe I am too. But yeah, so he had tagged me on and asked me what my top 5 Nintendo games were, and I'm like, what the heck does that mean? I mean, do you need top 5 NES games? Top 5 all-time Nintendo games? Top 5 games that happen to be on a Nintendo system? And he was like, just Nintendo in general. And I'm like, okay, well, you know what? I'm going to do an entire video about that, because why not? Let's make that into a video. What are my top 5 Nintendo games? So there's no rhyme or reason to this at all, honestly. So I'm just going to go over some just random games at random here. Well, first off, as you guys know, I'm a big Wii U enthusiast, so Super Mario Maker was definitely going to make the list. I'll straight up tell you guys right now, I think it's better than its sequel, Super Mario Maker 2, which is a game I have on the Switch, and, you know, I've gotten some enjoyment out of it. I really like the story mode of Super Mario Maker 2, but honestly, this is where it's at right here, I'm telling you. I've invested about 60 hours into this game. My son's played it with me. We've had so much fun over the years playing this. And it was the very first game I got with my original console. It has amiibo support, and you can unlock characters, which is freaking amazing. And best of all, you don't have to pay for online, you know, to play your friends' levels. That's what I think was really great about it, that's really missing for the other one. I don't really care about the whole multiplayer aspect of it either, to be honest, of Super Mario Maker 2, so I didn't feel like I was missing anything, you know, and so this game, I love this game. This is one of my favorite Nintendo games. Up next, another Wii U game. Yes, I'm not going to do just one game per console. I'm not going to do that kind of rule, and that's Yoshi's Woolly World. I freaking love this game. My son and I have played this. Is another one where my son has played a ton of this. The music is great. It's so accessible too. Like, because there's a regular mode and then a mellow mode, which gives your Yoshi's wings, so you can always constantly flutter. And I love that aspect about this, because it just makes it so much more accessible and more friendly to people who are just learning to play this game. I love the aesthetics, I love the boss fights, it's a fantastic game. I love the unlockable Yoshis too. What's neat about this game is that there isn't just unlockable Yoshis as in you unlock them through playing the game. There's another section where you can use your amiibos and unlock other Yoshis as well. So if you have some amiibos, you can use those to unlock different Yoshis, and I think that's really neat. And this is the first game my wife ever beat on a video game console, so it's really special to me. So yeah, Yoshi's Woolly World is one of my favorite Nintendo games. Up next, my favorite, not just Nintendo game, but favorite game of all time. And that is Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars. This game, as it says in the title, is freaking legendary. I mean, it was the ultimate mashup of Square meets Nintendo to make something just beautiful, honestly. I love the music. I love the story. I love the... There's just so many things about it. The characters are so insanely charming. Hashtag Gino for Smash. But anyways, yeah, I love this... I love this game. It's just, I got it for Christmas when I was a kid. It just means a lot to me personally, and I have so much sentimental feelings for it. I definitely have the nostalgia glasses when it comes to this game. Oh yeah, and Smash JT always gives me crap about how it's such a short game. But anyways, yeah, Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars, one of my favorite games, my favorite game of all time. Up next, a third-party game, but is only on a Nintendo system. It's only specifically on the GameCube, and that is Metal Gear Solid, the Twin Snakes. I remember playing the PlayStation 1 demo of this multiple times and being so intrigued by this game, and I'd played it at a friend's house, and I remember it being kind of more difficult once you got farther into the game, and the top-down sequence could be a little frustrating. And then I got a GameCube in, I think it was like 2003, and this is amazing. Okay, this game, and a lot of people will say, oh, I prefer the original because the original was harder. Using first-person mode makes this game too easy. And it's like, I want this game to be easier, not harder. That's insane, I think. And yeah, I think the graphics obviously are much better. In fact, graphically speaking, this game, I believe, surpasses Sons of Liberty. So yeah, I freaking love this game. When I had originally beat this game, I used to actually go through and watch all the cutscenes. You know, that was what was neat about this game is when you were playing the game, you could actually view old cutscenes and stuff. So it was like watching a movie and stuff of the progress that I had made. Yeah, I freaking love this game, and I think it's an absolute crime that this has never been ported beyond the GameCube. But yeah, Metal Gear Solid: The Twin Snakes is one of my favorite Nintendo games. Up next, my favorite Zelda game of all time, and that is The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. Now, this is the remake. This particular version isn't my favorite of all time. My favorite of all time is the DX version, which I have somewhere, but this is easier to hold up and people can actually see it on video. So yeah, Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. I beat the original on the original Game Boy when I was a kid multiple times. I beat it on the DX version multiple times. And I, not that long ago, beat this game. And it's fantastic. I really definitely prefer the controls on this over the original just because of the quality of life of having multiple buttons you can assign weapons to is just fantastic. Honestly, that just makes this game so awesome. And I love the art style too, but I love the original art style a little bit better, but still I really like this too. I love that it's like you feel like you're controlling little toys, you know, from like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, you know, like claymation kind of characters. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening, my favorite Zelda game of all time, and one of my favorite Nintendo games. So there you have it, folks. My top 5 favorite Nintendo games, in no actual real particular order. What do you guys think? How would you have approached a top 5 Nintendo games if somebody just said, what are your top 5 Nintendo games in general? How would you have approached it? Comment below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching, and PK in the Universe out. Later.